As the family sat around the breakfast table, the radio crackled with news of hostility between China and the United States. The father, Ben, tried adjusting the radio while Corey, his wife, consoled their two young children, Melissa and Michael. Suddenly, the radio sounded the emergency alarm. All citizens within the listening area were to take cover immediately. The morning was like any other for the Thompson family, until the radio crackled with urgent news. Ben's brow furrowed as he adjusted the dial, trying to catch every word amidst the static. Corey's hand trembled as she reached out to comfort Melissa and Michael, whose wide eyes reflected the unease in the room. "Stay calm. Everything will be okay," said Corey, her voice quivering slightly. Ben's attempts to stabilize the radio only amplified the sense of urgency. The news bulletin warned of escalating tensions between China and the United States, a situation on the brink of spiraling out of control. Fear gripped the family as they listened to the unfolding crisis. Suddenly, the radio emitted a piercing emergency alarm, cutting through the air like a blade. The urgent broadcast urged all citizens within the listening area to seek immediate shelter. Without hesitation, Ben ushered his family into the basement. The children clutched their mother's hand, their faces a mix of confusion and fear. Ben tried to remain calm, his instinct to protect his family driving his actions. "Stay close," Ben said firmly, guiding them to the designated shelter area in the basement. Ben and Corey had prepared for emergencies but never imagined a situation like this. As they descended the stairs, a deafening silence enveloped them. Melissa whimpered softly, while Michael's wide eyes searched for reassurance. Corey squeezed their hands tightly, trying to mask her own anxiety. In the shelter, Ben gathered blankets, flashlights, and a small emergency kit, while Corey tried to comfort the children, her soothing words masking the turmoil within. "We're going to be okay. We're safe down here," Corey said, her voice unwavering despite the tremor in her heart. Ben activated the emergency radio, hoping for updates or guidance. Static filled the airwaves, punctuated by intermittent bursts of information, none of which offered a clear resolution. Time passed like a slow, agonizing crawl. The family huddled together, the eerie silence broken only by muffled sobs and whispered reassurances. Outside, the world felt like a distant memory. The threat of conflict loomed heavy, casting a shadow over their once peaceful morning. Hours stretched into an eternity. The children's anxious questions were met with parental attempts to shield them from the gravity of the situation. Ben and Corey stole glances at each other, their eyes conveying shared concern and determination to protect their family. Suddenly, the emergency radio crackled to life. A voice, laden with urgency, announced that tensions had eased. A potential catastrophe had been averted, at least for the time being. Relief flooded the shelter. Tears mingled with smiles as the family clung to each other, grateful for the reprieve. As they emerged from the shelter, the world seemed different. The morning sunlight streaming through the windows felt like a newfound blessing. "We made it through, together," Ben said, his voice breaking with emotion. Corey hugged Melissa and Michael tightly, the warmth of their embrace a stark contrast to the chilling uncertainty that had enveloped them hours before. Outside, the neighborhood slowly resumed its usual rhythm. The birds chirped, and life began to return to normalcy. But for the Thompson family, the morning's events would forever serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the resilience found within the bonds of family.